Okay, so today we're going to really get into this whole world of like persuasion and influence.
Yeah.
It's something that I think we all kind of encounter every day, whether we realize it or not.
Hmm.
Um, and today we're going to be looking at it through the lens of this guy, Alex Hormozi,
Right.
who is like this super successful entrepreneur. And he's kind of distilled a lot of his thinking
Yeah.
from this book that I'm sure a lot of people have heard of, Influence by Robert Cialdini.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It's a classic. It's been around forever. And I think the reason why it's stuck around is because it really does lay out like fundamental principles
Yeah.
of just like how people work, why we do the things we do.
The psychology behind it all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The psychology. And I think that's so fascinating because when you understand that,
Mm-hmm.
you could apply it to so many different areas of
Yeah.
life,
Sure.
whether it's, business or relationships or, just trying to get your point across.
Absolutely. It's about understanding how to effectively communicate and connect with people.
Exactly. And Hormozi, he's kind of like the, poster child for taking these ideas
Yeah.
and applying them and actually, building a multi-million-dollar business.
He's got a knack for making these principles really actionable,
Yeah,
He doesn't just talk about them in theory, he shows you exactly how to use them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I think is so cool about what he does is he kind of takes it out of the textbook
Right.
and puts it into like real world practical application.
Absolutely.
So, all right, so let's get into these 6 principles. Like
Yeah.
Cialdini outlines these 6 principles,
Mm-hmm.
but Hormozi really focuses on 3 that he's like, these are like the power moves.
Yeah. The big ones.
The big ones. Yeah. So the first one is reciprocity.
Okay.
And this one's always fascinating to me because, it's kind of counterintuitive. You think,
Right.
well, if I want to, make money, I shouldn't be giving stuff away for free.
Yeah, you would think so.
Right. But he does this thing called
Gym launch.
gym launch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like this.
It's huge. It's like the 600-page guide
Yeah.
for gym owners, and it's totally free.
Completely free. It's packed with value.
It's packed with value. And he's not, holding back or anything. He's like, here's everything I know.
Yeah. He's giving away his best stuff.
Yeah. And it's brilliant because what does that do?
It builds so much trust.
Trust.
Right off the bat, he's showing you that he's the real deal.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to share his knowledge.
And it makes you want to give back.
Exactly. It triggers that reciprocity principle.
Mm.
You feel obligated almost to return the favor.
Yeah. Like if he's willing to give me this for free, like what else does he have?
Exactly. And the quality of the free stuff is so high, you can't help but wonder what his paid products and services must be like.
Yeah. You're like, I got to see what's behind door number 2.
Right. It sets this high standard.
It does. Yeah. Okay. So principle number 2, authority.
Okay.
And again, this is one where it's like, you can't just say, I'm an expert.
Right. You have to prove it.
You got to prove you're right. You got to walk the walk.
And so Hormozi does this in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
He's obviously built successful businesses.
Multiple successful businesses. Yeah.
Right. He's written books.
He's constantly putting out content on social media.
Right. Yeah. He's got a huge following. He's always sharing his knowledge. He's speaking at events.
He's everywhere.
Yeah. So it's like he's demonstrating that expertise.
Yeah. He's not just telling you he's an expert. He's showing you.
Yeah. He's like, here's the receipts, basically.
Exactly. And that makes a huge difference.
It does. Yeah. And so how can someone who's maybe not, a CEO or a well-known expert,
Right.
like how can they apply this principle
Yeah, that's a great question.
in their own life?
It's about finding ways to showcase your knowledge and skills within your own sphere of influence,
Okay.
So let's say you're working on a project at work.
Okay.
You can demonstrate authority by taking initiative, by volunteering for challenging tasks,
Okay.
by offering solutions, and by sharing your insights clearly and confidently.
So basically be the person who people go to,
Exactly. Be the go-to person. Be the one who's always adding value.
the resource.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that will naturally build your authority, even if you don't have a fancy title.
Yeah. And it's like you said, taking ownership.
Yeah. Own your expertise.
Okay. So principle number 3, scarcity.
Scarcity.
And this one is always a little bit tricky
It can be. Yeah.
because we've all seen those like, limited time offer.
Yeah, the countdown timers.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes it feels a little bit slimy.
Right, like they're trying to pressure you.
Yeah. Yeah. But Hormozi does it in a way that doesn't feel
I think he does it in a way that feels authentic.
authentic. Yeah.
He's not trying to trick you. He's just emphasizing the value of what he's offering and the fact that it's not always going to be available.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this opportunity is special.
Right. It's unique.
And it's not going to last forever.
Exactly. And that creates a sense of urgency, but not in a manipulative way.
Okay, so he might do something like he'll open up enrollment
Right.
for like a high-level coaching program or something.
Right.
And it's only open for a certain amount of time.
Right. And that makes people take action.
Yeah, it's like that fear of missing out.
Exactly. FOMO.
Right. You don't want to be the one who's like, oh, man, I should have
Which I had.
signed up for that when I had the chance.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got reciprocity, authority, and scarcity.
Let's say trifecta.
The trifecta. And obviously they work really well on their own.
They do.
But I'm guessing that they work even better
Oh, yeah. They're synergistic.
when you combine them together.
Absolutely. They build on each other.
Right.
So when you offer value first, like with reciprocity, you're already starting to establish your authority.
Okay.
And then when you add scarcity to the mix, it creates this really compelling reason for people to say yes.
It's like it all comes together.
It does. It's a powerful combination.
It's like Voltron.
Exactly.
Okay, so for the listener,
Yeah.
they might not be building a multi-million-dollar business.
Right.
But how can they apply these principles
Yeah, I think that's the key takeaway here.
in their own lives?
Yeah. These principles are applicable in so many different areas, whether it's your career, your relationships, even just your day-to-day interactions.
So give me an example.
Okay, so let's say you want to get a promotion at work.
Okay.
You could use reciprocity by offering to help your colleagues with a difficult project.
Okay.
You could demonstrate authority by sharing your knowledge and insights in meetings.
Okay.
And you could create a sense of scarcity by highlighting the unique skills and experience that you bring to the table.
Okay. So basically you're showing them that you're valuable
Exactly. You're making yourself indispensable.
and that you're not easily replaceable.
Right.
Okay.
I like it. And the same principles can apply in your personal life. If you want to build stronger relationships,
Right.
you can offer value. You can be a good listener. You can be supportive. You can demonstrate authority by being knowledgeable and reliable.
Okay.
And you can create a sense of scarcity by being present and engaged when you're with people.
So basically being someone that people want to be around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. All right. So this has been awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So we've kind of I feel like we've unlocked the secrets,
The code.
the code, yeah, of persuasion.
A little bit, yeah.
So for anyone who wants to go even deeper
Yeah.
on this topic, I mean, obviously we highly recommend checking out Cialdini's book, Influence.
It's a must read.
It is, yeah. It's kind of like the Bible of persuasion.
It really is.
But just something to kind of leave you with to think about.
Yeah.
Now that you've kind of seen how Hormozi uses these principles in his business, where could you apply them?
In your own life, yeah.
In your own life? Yeah, like what opportunities are you maybe missing out on?
Right.
Because you're not thinking about these things.
Exactly.
So yeah, go out there and start influencing them also.
Ethically, of course.
Ethically, of course. Yeah. Be a force for good in the world.
For sure.
All right. Until next time.
See ya.